Good evening and salutations, my YNR fans. You know, Audra is operating on desperate, hard body, right? Like, this chick kissed Nate in front of everybody in society. Like, anybody could have walked in at any point in time and saw what this chick was doing. Truth of the matter is, she better hope that she has that job still with Sally. Because once she loses her man, once she loses Nate, she got nothing. She got no she has no job. She has no job prospects. She has no man. You have no money. You have nothing. Nikki, although people don't like her, she was right. You should probably leave town because you burnt every bridge that you've got. That last bridge is Nate. You better you better hope that Sally could convince Billy to have you be in this company. Better hope. You better hope and pray because Jack, I don't know if Jack is still funding this company. Kane don't really seem like he's that interested in funding the company. He might not. You better hope so. You, you better hope so and play nice because that's the only thing that you have. Now, she did this. Claire comes in. Claire's like, what the pretty much. Now, while she does sit there and say what's going on Audra, and she addresses her a lot of questions to Audra. Cal can't help but being like, she also glaring at me. She's also glaring at me. So, she's all like, oh, I'm doing this to help you and things of that nature. And Claire's like, yeah, to get the company, right? And she doesn't deny it at this point, but she's pretty much just like, I'm doing this to help you out. And she spews her toxic venom. After that, they both leave. Kyle's trying to explain it. Because, when she kissed him, Kyle did push her off. Right? Like, right off the bat. Pushed her right off. I don't know. I could have swore she did mention niece in that event, but I don't know if she really did or she kind of hinted at it. Anyway, Claire's pissed. And she comes in the house and she's about to sit there and tell Nate everything. Now, Nate is checking on Victoria, talk about Amy, and everything. And then they get to the point when they talk about Audra. Victoria's like, yeah, I just don't like her. Like, I'm sorry, I just don't like her. And Nate's there thinking, like, is there something new that you don't like about her? Like, what's going on? And Claire comes in. Claire's about to sit there and say something. Be like, hey, listen, I gotta tell you something. And that's when Victoria's like, yeah, he's about to sit there and go with Amy to, bury her son and everything. And that's kind of like, all right, whatever you have to say, wait until after. Don't say it right now. Right? And so, she doesn't. Nate leaves. Nate talks to Victoria. There's a point where he's talking to Victoria. He's like, they're talking about the business deal. And Victoria's like, I'm surprised my dad actually wanted to work with her again. And Nate's like, no, the business thing is off. She decided to back out of it. And even Victoria's like, huh? What? That's not something that she would do. She would hunger for that company. Right? So she was a little surprised by that. And then Nate went to Victoria. Nate went to Audra and was like, Claire's about to come in here and say something to me. And I didn't get to find out what it was about because Victoria kind of shut her down. But he went outside to make a call. Audra's all like, oh, if it's a war that she wants, it's a war she'll get. I'm like, girl, do you not understand that ultimately you have more to lose than Kyle. Kyle's going to have a job next morning. You don't have a job. Now, Kyle may not have a girlfriend, and he'll be pissed. But the thing is, you're not going to have a boyfriend. And, you got no money. Like, I don't know how far your savings is close to the red, but I can't imagine staying at the athletic club is cheap, right? And she's not staying with Nate, so like, what are you doing? And I only sit there and talk about those real world implications because there was a point where Sally was like, yo, listen, this company goes under, how am I going to eat? You know, you're going to be fine. Me, on the other hand, not so much. Now Phyllis comes in and Phyllis tells Daniel how happy she is about this new job and working with Kane. And you know, while Daniel is not there being real with her, like, yo, listen, what are you doing? Like, this seems kind of crazy. It seems like it came across like this seems like another one of your little pipe dreams that you'll sit there and work with somebody who's unsavory and then they'll blow up in your face and then you have nothing, right? And Phyllis takes that as him being a negative Nancy, not really supporting her, and just being kind of defensive about it. On top of the fact that he's like, you didn't deal with your trauma. She blurts out what Kane's plan is. It's like, oh, I can't believe I did that. But you can't say anything. You can't. He's like, I'm not going to say anything. Nobody's going to believe me. I mean, what you're talking about is crazy. It's insane. And talking about how Summer may get hurt by it. Nick is going to get hurt by it. And Phyllis like, oh, it's his business. It'll be fine. Okay. But she also sits there and talks about how I don't know if Kane will go after Cassidy first. I think he may just want to leave that alone. It's a startup company. It's not really, you know. But his music is getting a lot better. So, that's cool. Other than that, he just pretty much warns her to kind of just chill out. And, you know, Kane is not somebody you want to sit there and hit your ride with. On top of the fact that you are putting a target on your back with trying to F over every major family in this city. Which is fine, because she's used to being a town pariah, public enemy #1. So it's not, at this point, it's just another Tuesday for her at this point. So, what else? What else wound up happening? It was actually pretty short. I mean, like, not... I think I might have missed, like, a couple of things, but that's just the general gist of the episode. Now, I'm not live streaming tonight, but I will be back tomorrow, usual time, and we'll talk about today's stuff, tomorrow's stuff, as well as all the other 5 stuff. And anything that I miss, put it in the comment section below. Make sure to share this video because it is helping. It's growing the channel. It's getting more subscribers. I can see the numbers actually increasing for each Y&R video with numbers and subscribers. So keep doing that because that's really helping out. And I want some more Y&R people in the live streams as well as just, you know, watching the content. But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to go. I'll see you in the next video.